Inferior cognitive function is very difficult to control. It will become introverted and depressed. The cognitive attitude of the inferior is lost, missing, repressed, indulge, avoid, crutch, addictions, fears, insecurities, sensitive, touchy, defensive, protective, desires when bored with ego, can be magical, mysterious, blissful, childish, naive, extreme, delusional, or can send us into neurosis. So the inferior function is pessimistic, so it takes more energy to use and has a negative slant. This is where our fear and insecurities are, can be very difficult to control. You feel embarrassed, guilty, defensive about this function. So telling an INTJ, Aquarius, or INFJ they are unrealistic is one of the best ways to trigger these types. So NI is abstract and lives in a dream state, imagining the force of reality all around them is terrifying for them. They logically know what they want is unrealistic when they have their huge goals or dreams, although they may realize it could potentially be unrealistic. They're going to strive for it regardless, just letting y'all know. Like writing 14 books seems unrealistic to most people, but hey, guess what? I've written 5 and I've outlined all of them. So stick to your dreams, Aquarius and INFJ, Pisces. Alright, sorry, I had to throw that in there. My biases. Okay, they have a deep desire to bring out their NI visions into reality, but it is a very scary thing to do, especially afraid of making mistakes. They have the performance anxiety with the SE inferior. SE is practical, and they have a hard time picking up all the details in the environment, don't have mechanical aptitude normally. It's more technical and imaginative for Aquarius and Pisces. Presenting them with the concrete facts that don't match their NI or TI can be very difficult for them. Their physical appearance is a real insecurity for them both. Reality, physical reality and time is not really on their radar. So they can be very disconnected with time and their own bodies. Timelines escape them. They don't have a good sense of self emotionally and physically. They can tend to lie unintentionally or over-exaggerate, not because they're trying to be deceiving, but because they can have serious memory issues with ages, times, recalling memories, experiences, and even spending money can be a problem. They will not remember or just be emotional and not remember. Recalling things is difficult. When they get in the grip, wanting all the physical pleasures, they don't know their own body's limits, can be with food, physical activities. They tend to zone in on whatever their focus is on and zoom out of everything going on around them. When they get pulled away from what they are doing, it is a nasty flash of reality, and they can tend to lash out at others around them. They can tend to injure themselves because they aren't paying attention to their surroundings or their body. They can have issues with sleeping, sleep-wake cycle, have terrible routines with health, and that includes sleep, nutrition, and fitness. This can be due to the hero-child loops between being stuck in introversion and being afraid to socialize or perform for others. They need to do those things in order to actually drain their energy and get out of their heads. They will then be able to sleep better and be very overactive in their minds. They feel like they need a vacation from their minds through SE inferior. They will want to start indulging in their inferior function when they are older. Between 30 and 35 is when it kicks in, and won't exactly know how. Okay, so inferior SE, the quotation is, I'm fearful with what others experience. So that is for the Aquarius and Pisces, INTJ and INFJ. They both tend to struggle with switching between their inner and outer worlds, so NI and SE. Their inner world feels vastly more fascinating. They have a hard time conveying those details to others. It's very hard for others to get into their heads or internal world. They are highly adaptable, mostly socially, but are normally more reserved. They are hard to identify for others, and they have a hard time knowing how they're being perceived by others. They don't have a strong identity of themselves figured out. They spend a lot of time in their head and therefore can become overly analytical, critical, assuming, and can seem cold to others. So the fire signs have high SE, which is fiery. It can feel warm for others. And having SE inferior, Aquarius and Aquarius and Pisces, they feel rather cold to people. It is what it is. Doesn't mean that they don't know how to be loyal or love others entirely. It's just the way that our personality types and energies work. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe.